Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TarotCelebritea with your boy Ducky. Today, we are going to be doing a reading for Wendy Williams. No, this was not a requested reading by anyone, but um, Wendy Williams was always given the tea for everyone, and one of my cousins loved Wendy Williams's show. So I figured, you know what? Let's do a tarot reading for the lovely Wendy Williams. And remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. And why is that? Well, that is because we do not have Miss Wendy Williams here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards. Oop, let's shuffle this again. That what I'm seeing in the cards or how I'm interpreting the cards, whether it resonates with her or not, we just don't know for sure. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt and remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And without further ado, oh, and last but not least, please also remember that anytime I do a tarot card reading, I'm always trying to be mindful and respectful of the other person's energy. So these videos are not to disrespect or to create any kind of controversy towards anyone. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt, and let's get started on Wendy Williams's tarot card reading. So let's just start with her overall energy. What is Wendy's overall energy like right now? Do do do. This card feels good. We got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So there's some stagnancy. Well, I'll elaborate a little bit more. We also got the Eight of Swords. Some feelings of entrapment. Yes. Stagnant, feeling trapped. Yeah. It seems to resonate with what I know of what's going on with Wendy. Let's get one more card. With Ascension or Justice in reverse. Wow. Okay. So let's start in reverse order, okay? So we got a major arcana card here, Justice. Normally the seventh card in tarot is Strength, but in some decks the Justice card and the Strength card are reversed in the major arcana, which is the case here. So this is the Justice card. It came out in reverse, and this is ruled by Libra, which is the scales, right? The scales of justice. Wow. So this card came in reverse. So what is going on with Wendy's current situation? She feels like there's a lot of unjust things going on. If you know anything of what's going on with Wendy Williams, you know that there's like this weird um what is that word? Guardianship or conservatorship type of thing. But there's something going on here that Wendy Williams feels is unjust. It is not fair. And this unfairness has really put her in a bind. We see here with the Eight of Swords, which is all about feeling trapped, especially mentally. I get the sense that Wendy Williams is mentally trapped. Um, so I do know a little bit more of what's going on with Wendy Williams just because I am more familiar with her and I have seen some of her TikToks of what's going on. So it does seem to make sense that, mentally she has been in the past, maybe she did feel a little bit trapped. So there are still some sense of mental stagnation or of feeling enclosed, but I don't think it's the same reason as maybe before. I know in the past, she had issues with drinking, and so maybe that's kind of what caused her to feel in this weird mental jail or mental and enclosed area. But now I am getting the sense that now it is kind of like maybe more of a physical entrapment. It started off as a mental case of like, feeling a little bit trapped, feeling a little bit restrained. But now I'm getting the sense that like, look at this, like this person is coming and bringing some beverage to this person who is bedridden. So I'm getting the sense that this is kind of like how Wendy Williams is feeling. She's feeling a little bit bedridden, maybe not in the literal sense of like being stuck in bed all the time, but she's stuck. She feels stuck. She feels stuck in a room. She's kind of tired of people coming and bringing the stuff towards her. And she's feeling like she can't really do much. We got that here with the Lord of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles coming up here in reverse as well. I'll put this right in reverse again. Um, I'm sorry, it was right side up. Whoa, let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, so this came in reverse, the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a very methodical king, right? You could even see here, he's writing something down in his beautiful book, his beautiful blueprint. But this card came in reverse. So I'm getting the sense that Wendy Williams currently, she feels like there's not much going on in her life. The King of Pentacles to me in reverse is someone who doesn't really have much of a plan, doesn't really have much of an idea of what to do next. Um, and this is not to say that Wendy Williams doesn't have an idea of what she wants to do, but she's just not able to really do anything. So that's kind of why she's in this weird, like, stand still situation that she feels is unjust, and a lot of other people are starting to also kind of raise an eyebrow and be like, yeah, that does seem a little bit sketchy what they're doing. So wow. Interesting. So let's go on to, I see here Wendy Williams recently did an interview, and I did see on TikTok or something that like maybe it was her son who was taking her finances. Um, so let's see, what was kind of something that was the catalyst for Wendy Williams going into this situation that she's in now, that it just seems like she is kind of in stuck in a rut, stuck in a hole that she can't get out of. So I kind of want to do things a little bit differently based off of how I think other people might do tarot readings for Wendy. I kind of want to know, what is it that kind of was the catalyst for creating this situation that Wendy Williams is in now. Let's see. We got the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wisdom, with the Four of Cups. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So, what was the catalyst here? There was some kind of depression here. You know, the Four of Cups definitely does talk about emotional lethargy and emotional sadness. And this card even can talk about, like, you can even see this person here, they're sitting down, you can even see their posture is very sad, very depressed, and they're looking down at the cup. So I'm getting the sense that what was the catalyst for this? Yeah, it was probably something to do with drinking. Maybe there was some kind of like emotional unhappiness or sorrow that Wendy Williams was feeling, that she kind of resorted to a vice, or taking a substance that would maybe alter a little bit. And that's kind of what created this weird negative spiral, is what I'm seeing here, because we got the Eight of Pentacles talking about like skill building, working towards skills. So I'm getting the sense that the catalyst for this definitely was um, uh, if you are familiar with what's going on with Wendy Williams, it does seem like the catalyst was regarding her um, alcoholic or alcohol habits, I should say, or her consumption of alcohol. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that like maybe she was feeling emotionally down and she resorted to drinking, and it created this what's the term? Functional alcoholic tendency, where she's like, you know what? Like, I'm still working on my beautiful show. My beautiful show is still seems to be doing well, even though, I'm drinking more. And I feel like that's kind of what happened, was that, she, in the beginning, maybe she did see that she's still building up her skills and she's still bringing in a lot of great numbers or a lot of great interview or guests for her show, even though she was maybe drinking more or starting to take other types of substances. I want to be very careful with how I word things, because we want to be mindful that I am speaking of someone's professional career, right? So we're kind of speculating just based off of the cards. Remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes, and I'm just basically going off of what I see in the cards. But that's kind of what I'm seeing, is that, like, she was able to really balance, or she had a good balance in the beginning. When she started resorting to drinking a little bit more, she had a good balance of still bringing in great numbers for her show and all that good stuff. But then, as we all know, it's a slippery slope. Um, Partaking in vices, and we all have our vices. You can always ask me what my vices are, and I will gladly tell you what they are. I'm a firm believer that we all have our own vices, and they may vary to certain degrees. But Wendy Williams' vice definitely seems to have been, liquid courage, and then going and pursuing or refining her skills as an interviewer or as a show host, something like that. That's kind of what was the catalyst that created this, like, slippery slope that put Wendy Williams in this situation that she's in. So let's finish off this beautiful reading, because y'all know I like to give some unwarranted Ducky advice. No one asked for it, of course, but here in the Ducky channel, not only do I like to give y'all the tea on what's going on, but what's most important is, after we figure out what's going on or analyzing a situation, is figuring out how we can overcome it or how we can solve it, so we can continue to raise our vibration and keep on pursuing our dreams and leveling up. So that is what I'm going to do here for Wendy Williams. So we're going to draw some cards representing some beautiful unwarranted Ducky advice for Wendy Williams, to see, what are some things that maybe are in her control, that she can do to help her get out of this sticky situation. We got the Knight of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got the Five of Shields, Five of Wands in reverse. And let's get an Herbal Healing Oracle card. Ancient Wisdom, Elder. Okay. So I'm getting the sense that elder, okay? Not this card saying that she's older, okay? No, I'm not going to say that she needs to rely on her age, but kind of, okay? But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. The advice, which definitely resonates, is that, they're trying to make it seem like Wendy Williams mentally is not in a very great headspace. And the advice for her is that she needs to show that, yes, just because she is older does not mean that her intellect, or her level of intellect, or her wisdom has decreased. She needs to keep on speaking, is kind of what I'm seeing. Because we got the Knight of Swords here, and this is the suit of swords is all about air, right? The way we speak, the way we think. And the Knight of Swords is one of the two faster moving knights, along with the Knight of Wands, but this is the Knight of communication to me. This is the very airy knight, moves quickly. So the advice that I'm seeing for Wendy is to keep on doing interviews, to keep on speaking out. That's what she was known for, was speaking out, regardless of what other people thought or said. She was going to voice her own opinions, voice her own concerns. And that is kind of what I'm seeing it needs to happen for Wendy Williams, for them to really kind of see that, like, oh wow, she really is back, and she's not going to give up. So I wasn't too familiar. I didn't really see a lot of her show, but I do know she was very outspoken, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here as the advice for her, is that she really needs to start speaking out on how much she still remembers, how much she still knows, and how agile her mind still is. But not only about speaking am I seeing, but I'm also getting the sense with the Five of Wands coming here in reverse. The Five of Wands is all about challenges, right? But this card came in reverse. This is a challenge. This is an obstacle that is really testing Wendy's tenacity and resilience. And, you know, something that I do know about Wendy Williams is that she has always been very resilient. She has always been persistent in using her voice to express her opinions, and that's kind of what I'm seeing is going to help her regain her power back. Is if she keeps on maybe doing interviews, or she keeps on calling people and, you know, talking to people and showing like, hey, I'm back, y'all. Like, excuse me, like, can we get this show going? Can we get me out of this like conservatorship or guardianship type of situation? I don't know, but like that's kind of what I'm seeing here. She needs to keep on believing that she can overcome these obstacles or these challenges, because if not, I feel like these challenges will definitely kind of like overcome her if she tries to stay silent or if she tries to give up. I'm getting the sense that her her speech, the way that she speaks and the way that she uses emphasis on syllables as she's speaking will really kind of propel this trajectory for her to kind of show people that, like, yeah, the old Wendy Williams is back, okay? And maybe not the old Wendy Williams is back, but you know, this new Wendy Williams is better, more improved, and has a lot more wisdom to offer and a lot more to say than before. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Very interesting. So let me know what you thought of this reading. If you have any other requests, feel free to drop them below in the comments. I cannot guarantee that I can make every single person's requested video, just because I do work full time and I do this on in my free time. So, but I always feel motivated to keep on doing these videos for y'all every time I see more requests. So feel free to hit me up with more requests, and feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. It always motivates me to continue making these videos for y'all. And lastly, remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually, and financially. And love and respect yourselves and others as best as you can. And as always, stay hydrated. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.